Hi everybody, Sid here with a new segment, if you like. Not a new series, because this is a thing. We are looking at Vintage Story 1.2.0 pre-release. I'm going to do a series of videos looking at some of the new changes. Not all of them, there's a lot of changes. Some of them small incidental changes, others bigger ones. Now, you can probably hear I am surrounded by badness. And it was teased within the Vintage Story community that there was a new mob coming to Vintage Story. There are actually two new mobs, but this is about the first one. And yeah, let us have a well. This is my workshop for testing. Don't ask me what half of these things are. Clutter has just got awesome. But Shivers. The new mob is called the Shiver, and it captures everything about the chthonic horror, the Lovecraftian horror that has started to appear in Vintage Story. So, yeah, if you do not like drifters, if you do not like locusts, if you're not keen on bells, you're really not going to like Shivers. These guys are terrifying. And yeah, I genuinely think the game authors have outdone themselves. So they come in 8 varieties, 5 of which follow the normal drifter variety of Surface, Deep, Taunted, Corrupt and Nightmare. These guys here are Surface Shivers, and they have a variety of behaviours, one of which is they sometimes fall over and twitch. They have like a fit, but if you just look at the movement, they're clearly started out as some kind of hominid. They've got, you know, a look of a human, but that elongated leg, the gait, everything about them is just so alien. Is awful. So yeah, in terms of size, they are all 1.2 blocks wide, and they all have a step height of 2.1251. I've dug into the code to find these figures out, so I assume that means they can get over a too high wall. We will have to find out in practice. Surface Shivers, these little bad guys, have 14 health. They will flee when taking damage, much like a drifter. There's a 15% chance that they'll flee on taking damage. They deal 2.5 damage, and they are damage tier 0, which essentially the same as things. Now, if I quickly change my game mode to survival, now you'll get to see they don't like me, and this is their behaviour. Now, there are multiple models. There's a 4-jaw and a 2-jaw split. Yeah, they're not your friend by any stretch of the imagination. I've also need top my thing. So yeah, definitely horrible and ugly to look at. However, this is, as I said, there are 8 variants. Let's move on to Deep. If I can get the things. These guys are Deep Shivers. I haven't got B up, so yeah. Similar movements, similar behaviours. In terms of these guys, for stats, they have a health of 19. They only flee 7% of the times when taking damage. The damage they deal is 4, and they are damage tier 1, so they are going to be able to overmatch any armour of basically tier 0 or below. And again, if we things we can get now, again, we've got the 2 and the 4 split. I've got a small cat walking in front of me, and yeah, they're not pretty, but it gets worse. let's come over here to the Taunted. Oh, here we go. There's another behaviour, beating their head against things. But again, just look at them. They are so creepy. And I mean, bear in mind, we're well lit in here, so these guys are not in their environment. They don't spawn in low light, in high light levels. They definitely more rusty. Definitely. Oh, he's too busy falling over there. But oh, they're both double shorts. So the Taunted have a health of 25, 3% flee chance, 8 damage, and they're damage tier 2. These guys are going to start hurting you. I mean, 8 damage, they're going to 3 hit you. Three hits. Actually 2 hits, because your typical starting health is 15. Now, moving on. Corrupt. And we're getting even more outlandish and bizarre. And these guys are ugly. Corrupt have a health of 34. They only flee 1.5% of the time. They deal 12 damage when they hit you, and they are damage tier 3. They are going to overmatch your leather armor. Yeah, these are not things. And again, we can look at them. Oh, they're both 4 jaws again. But again, variations. So that's your Corrupt. And moving on to the tier 4 type. These are Nightmare Shivers. These guys have 45 health. They will only flee 1% of the time. In fact, all of the remaining ones only flee 1% of the time on damage. These guys deal 20 damage. These will one-shot you if you're unarmoured. Absolutely just murder you. And they're damage tier 4, so they laugh at your armour as well, just for good measure. I was kind of hoping we'd get some of the... Oh, we're getting a little headbutting thing, but they have a behaviour which is kind of weird. Let's get the... So you've got... yeah, doubles. I don't know, both doubles. But you can see they split sideways or vertical as well. So, moving on, what can get worse than a Nightmare? Well, these guys are Stilt. Shivers. And I mean, look at them. They've got this guy's got a gear in his head. He's actually got a gear in his head. And... absolutely horrifying. Health 45, the same as the Nightmare. Damage 24. Damage tier 4. Still flee on 1%. And I was kind of hoping, come on guys, show me your other behaviour. No, you don't want to show me your party trick, dear. Let's give you a... yeah, they are just... look at them, they are vile critters. So, they're the Stilts. What's next? Well, in here, this is the Bellhead. I mean, it's got ribs, metal ribs sticking out. It's got, obviously, a bell head, hence its name. The Bellhead has 66 health. It is the toughest one to kill of the lot. It deals 24 damage again and has a damage tier of 4. It doesn't have a splitty heady thing this time. Its head is... oh, look at me yawning as if I'm bored. Yeah. And then finally we have these guys. These guys are the Deepsplit variant, and their head is already split. It's split in 2. 60 health, 24 damage, damage tier 4, and again things. And This one looks like he can climb. I don't know whether he's just used that thing. I've got a cat climbing on me now. You're not helping. But again, let's just go into survival, and then you get this. Now these guys really quite disconcerting. But unfortunately, none of them are showing us the behaviour that I'm looking for. There is a behaviour where they stand up on their hind legs, and none of them are doing it for me, which is just rude. Come on. I think you'll agree that these guys are terrifying. And they're fast. So, yeah. How this is going to go, I think, but definitely getting this, the alienness of this gate, this movement is just so alien, really. Now, in terms of asking the question, because I know you're all asking, what do they drop? They drop the same as drifters. It's temporal gears, flax, and rusty gears, and obviously the percentage chance of temporals goes up, and I think nightmares will have 2. So lots of good stuff there, but they're not going to demonstrate their little party trick, are they? No, they're not. They're not going to demonstrate it at all. So yeah, these you have got to look forward to, and what more can I say? You are not going to enjoy these guys. I guarantee you that much. But if you enjoy being scared, if you enjoy having these noise, the sound effects are absolutely stunning for these. Then these are your guys. Yeah. Enjoy. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.